Hey everybody, welcome back to my movie collection here. I'm on the letter B right now, and I decided to kind of put down Batman here because I do have a decent amount of some Batmans rolling around here. So, you guys already know how this is going to kind of go. Let's get started. Okay, so once again I'm continuing where I have a sequel without the original, and that's Bad Boys 2. I mean, I don't even have the third one either. Like this movie for sure. I'll always like the Bad Boys movies, at least the first two. Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton. You got the late great Bernie Mac and the late great John Ritter. Really cool on that there. They all do a good job. It's a funny movie for sure. The original Bad News Bears, I don't have the remake with Walter Matthau. This is a real fun one there. You know, especially if you're a baseball fan. Another one I have the sequel to. We got Basic Instinct 2. I don't even have the first one. But something about this one I really like a lot better than the first one, honestly. Just a fun movie, honestly. I think I like the story a lot better. Here we go. Batman Begins. So I go over here with Batman with Christian Bale, Christopher Nolan's take on the Batman and all that. Still a fun origin story in his mind there. Really cool there. Not just his mind, but everybody's mind here. Now we're going to get to some of the anime ones here. Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, that Frank Miller did the graphic novel. I haven't read the graphic novel, but I really do like this movie. This is actually a two-parter, but I got lucky enough to get the deluxe edition there. I just enjoy almost everything about this movie. I think the beginning starts a little slow, and that's fine for me, honestly, and then it really does start picking up, but I do enjoy it. And I got to be honest, I got no problem with the female Robin. Another good one, Batman versus... Well, I was going to say Batman versus Jack the Ripper, which is actually Gotham by Gaslight. This is a fun movie. At first, I thought this is such a silly premise and all that, but boy, what a good movie, I got to be honest. Complete opposite here, and I think a lot of people will agree with me out there, is Batman Hush. You know, don't get me wrong, great story, but when you get to the ending, it just pretty much gives you the middle finger, and I'm not really too thrilled with that there. And every time I've watched this movie about 5 or 6 times, and every time I watch it, it always gets less and less, thinking maybe it will get better. Someone give me a comment down below if you actually do like this movie all the way through. What is it that you really do like about it? And you know what, I'll even let spoilers go through if you want with the ending there. So, but I would be kind of curious. Okay, I like this one to a point, like a lot of people. Batman the Killing Joke. I think this is a great movie. I'm glad to have this in my collection. It's such a fun movie. I even have a comic, and I love the comic and all that there. This is another one by Frank Miller here, too. And the joke is just so messed up in this one here. But it's a great story, and I really like that a lot. And I was one of the lucky ones to see it at the theaters for that one night thing that they did. But the next one was one that was actually at the theaters for many, many months. And that's Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm kind of a mixed bag on this one. I love this movie, but there is so much stuff in here that at the same time kind of ticks me off with it. So if I ever get a chance to review this one, I'll definitely give my reasons about that, no matter if you like me after that or not there. So, Batman Ninja. This is one of the ones I put down a while back for the coolest titles, and I do think this is such a cool title and all that. And this has to be one of the best Act 3s that I've talked about so far. Love the Act 3. It's very messed up in its own way, but such a fun movie, I gotta be honest. Okay. Here is Batman Under the Red Hood. This is really fun. The thing for me, the best thing about this is not Batman or the Red Hood, but Black Mask. Whoever did the voice of him had the best line. It's a good story, too, overall. Really liking him. This was something I also got from Mr. Thompson, like Alina Battle Angel, but Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just a fun movie. A lot of people I know have seen this and really loved it and all that. It's great. Michelangelo is just always such a cool dude no matter what, even with Batman. And he's probably the best thing about that, I gotta be honest there. Then I think Batman. Okay. Got I think my very first Disney. I don't think I did it in the A's at all, but live action Beauty and the Beast. This is probably one of the few live action ones that I think are that's really cool. I mean, I think it's better than The Jungle Book and Aladdin, and I never saw Mulan, honestly. I like the animation one, and that's it. But Beavis and Butthead Do America. This is a real fun one. I did review this one a while back. Definitely go check that out if you get a moment on that there. Beverly Hills Cop. This is probably the best thing I think he's done. He's done a lot of good movies, I'll be honest, but I think this is a great franchise. I even like 3. You know, he's embarrassed about it, I think, or just not a fan of it at all, but I like it. Okay. I reviewed this one a while back, Black Mass. I don't know if you've seen it, cool. If you haven't, go check it out, honestly. I kind of compare this to almost the first Godfather that's actually up there. It's not as good, but it's up there for sure, and I like it. I mean, it was something different for Johnny Depp. Black Panther. Okay. Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace here, my good man. You were actually really good in this and Civil War. And there were other ones outside of Marvel, and I gotta be honest, it's a good movie. I mean, I don't have the greatest rapport with the film, but I do think it's better than other ones, truthfully. Blade. Blade 2 and Blade Trinity here. Really fun movies. Love the first one. Think it's nearly a perfect movie. 2 is definitely one of those ones that's getting up there almost as good as 1. And Blade Trinity's kind of fallen flat for me a little bit. It's not as good as it once was for me. It's still a great movie with Ryan Reynolds, but it's a Blade movie, and Snipes doesn't do a whole lot in that one. Okay, I ended up picking this one up at my local library maybe 2-3 years ago. I don't know if you can see the price on here or not. I got it for $1. Blair Witch. This is the one that came out in 2016. Okay film. I mean, it's one of those things I can sit down and maybe watch it like once or twice a year, and I'm perfectly fine with it, honestly. So, and then it's but it is very forgettable too, truthfully. I love the first one back in '99, and then I guess Book of Shadows, the sequel, was okay. So, yeah, I don't own those ones, unfortunately. So, The Book of Life. This is such a fun movie. I like to kind of compare this one to Coco, and a lot of people love Coco, which I get it. It's a great movie too. Coco's awesome. I would probably say this one to me is a little bit better than Coco. I think I like the whole, even though Coco is the same thing with the family values and all that, I just like this one a lot better. And I think it's a lot funner too. That's why Coco's a little bit more in the drama section for sure. The Boss Baby with Alec Baldwin. This is such a fun movie. Especially like one of my favorite scenes has got to be there's like babies coming together in a little meeting in the living room, and of course, you know, what we see compared to what the adults see is a lot different, but it's really cool. Okay, a lot of people are not a big fan of this guy, but Michael Moore in Bowling for Columbine. I actually own a couple of his movies here. This is a good movie, but this is not my favorite. The other one, once we get to that, but I like that one. Broken Arrow, I believe this was my first movie I did for the anniversary movies. Love this movie and all that. Truthfully, I'm thinking about maybe going back and revisiting this one. Maybe do it a lot better, truthfully, there. And then my final B one is Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey, Morgan Freeman, and Jennifer Aniston. Really fun on that there. Okay, so there are my movie collection there for the letter B. Okay, now on to the ones that I would say that I definitely like the best of my B collection and all this here. The first one is going to be Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just a fun movie overall. Definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. But if you're a Batman fan, you got to check it out. So, Beavis and Butthead Do America. Definitely fun. Just all the way through. It's a great adventure, I got to be honest. The First Blade. Really love the First Blade here. Really fun on that there. And then my final one is going to be Broken Arrow with John Travolta and Christian Slater. There we go. Those are my picks there. So if you guys enjoyed this, please give me a like. Please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, stay awesome.